Hello everyone, in the episode of Reviews Pro today, we are talking about top 5 best LG TV in this year. And if you want to see the price and find out more information about this TV, you can check out the links down in the description. Also click subscribe at the button to stay up to date with the latest reviews. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, we have LG Electronics UK6300PUE. The LG UK6300 is presently one of the satisfactory options that you can discover available on the market, mainly in case you are searching out a 65-inch 4K smart TV that mixes an appealing appearance with the effective performance. From a layout angle, the 65-inch UK6300 sports a slender, unibody design with a narrow bezel on all of its 4 sides, at the same time as at the rear. You could note that the surfaces share the identical smooth aesthetics because the front part in addition to the feet, so I need to admit that LG did a remarkable job here. The connectivities are quite many and they're composed of 3 HDMI ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, an RF input, an Ethernet port, a composite input, a digital optical audio out, so you can hook up with your digital HD sources beginning from game consoles, cable or satellite TV for PC packing containers with none hassle. I might additionally like to add that this TV has a 2-channel speaker machine with the energy output of 20 watts that is pretty cool for a TV. However, in case you are looking for a higher audio definition, I suggest you're taking a bonus of your external ones. Now, communicate about the functions. This unit has truly interesting specs beginning from its 4K Ultra HD decision, which interprets into 3840 by means of 2160 pixels, the HDR10 and HLF support, the presence of the true color accuracy as well as of the IPS generation, in an effort to assist you have a clean sight form wide viewing angles. In addition, this TV has a refresh charge of 60 Hz. This means that the LG UK6300 does a quite top task with minimizing the blur that often happens with speedy moving items that seem on the screen. I would additionally like to mention that this model makes use of a superior tone mapping generation on the way to offer a scene by using scene optimization. That's extremely useful because the visual high quality can be in reality splendid. Finally, considering its miles a smart TV, via default it means that you will have an get right of entry to do dozens of streaming offerings and plus works with Amazon Alexa devices as properly really a method which you gonna have a high quality time with it. Overall, the LG UK6300 merits your attention due to the fact this TV justifies its charge tag and gives even greater cost with its performance. At number 4, we have LG Electronics OLED65C8P. The LG OLED65C8 is an actual sensation and consequently, a top choice for you, particularly in case you like to put money into an OLED TV that performs as top because it looks. From a layout perspective, the C8 is available in 3 sizes which include 55-inch, 65-inch which we're currently reviewing, and as a 77-inch. However, irrespective of your choice you can go wrong. The 65-inch C8 functions an excellent build satisfactory, that includes an aluminum frame and an extensive aluminum stand. This is reinforced with a tough plastic and for you to offer you the pleasant feasible balance. At the front, you could right away word that the borders are extremely skinny, which I particularly prefer, in particular after I interested in a TV or monitor. At the rear, barely above the bottom side, there are the connectivity ports which consists of 4 HDMI ports, 3 USB ports, an Ethernet port, single RS-232C mini jack, an audio return channel, a composite enter, and an optical input for your data. This specific version has a 2.2-channel speaker device with an output strength of 40 watts, which I ought to admit that it is awesome for a TV. Now, let's talk approximately the capabilities. The C8 is powered by means of the Progressive, a 9 intelligent processor, which is on the identical time, the exceptional processor ever made by means of LG, and what excellent about it's far that it will extensively decorate the visible sharpness, depth, and the color illustration of the TV. Moreover, this TV packs a pixel-level dimming, which essentially weigh that every of its 8.3 million personally lit pixels, will supply the quality viable definition of the black tier, so the picture you notice could be actually overwhelming. I additionally want to mention that the C8 has an integrated Google Assistant, supports Amazon Alexa as properly, and since it comes preloaded with the maximum famous apps such as Netflix, YouTube, and Amazon Video method, that you may enjoy your time from the instant you turn it on. Overall, I critically recommend you take into account the LG OLED65C8, due to the fact this TV will provide you with and get admission to the new technology and lead your way to your best user level in. At number 3, we have LG Electronics SK8000. The LG SK8000 is an excessive stop 4K Ultra HD Smart LED TV which is released in this year, so as you may assume, it is equipped with the brand new technologies with a view to dramatically beautify your revel in, such as you likely in no way tasted before. From a layout perspective, this version is a real splendor, and I do sincerely mean it, considering the entirety, starting from its slender construction, its frame that shines with beauty, and as much as its smooth silver look. Plainly, the 65-inch LG SK8000 is surely evidence of an excellent engineering. In addition, the cupboard is supported through a robust, curved stand made of metal, which does no longer most effective hold the TV strong, but it also provides beauty to its entire attraction. The connectivities include 4 HDMI ports, 3 USB ports, an Ethernet port, single RF connector, a composite enter, optical input, an audio return channel, and a unmarried RS-232C mini jack. In order you can see, there are lots of them. But now, let's talk approximately the performance. The LG SK8000 employs a nanocell display, which is maybe the largest highlight of the TV because it was mainly crafted to beautify the color accuracy and screen you brighter whites and deeper blacks for your remaining revel in. Moving on. This unit has a full array local dimming in an effort to enhance the shade accuracy even greater and make sure that you receive fine mild bleed, even as on the other aspect, way to its speedy refresh rate of 120 Hz. The probabilities that you'll ever be aware any blur are set to the minimum, if now not to zero. Another exceptional thing about this 65-inch SK8000 is that it makes use of the advanced tone mapping generation, which, as you realize, will offer you a scene-by-scene optimization. So for now, I can find any complaints. Before we quit, I like to mention that this unit has a smart home integration, as it has a built-in Google Assistant and supports Alexa devices, so that you can manage it together with your voice through using the covered far-flung. To conclude, the LG SK8000PUE is a must-have option, and if you ever decide to buy it, you gain regret that selection. At number 2, we have LG Electronics 43UJ6300. The LG UJ6300 is a remarkable access degree 4K Ultra HD Smart LED TV that is in the marketplace for extra than a year, and considering its launch, this TV has ended up a top choice for each person who is searching out a budget but excellent TV. From a design perspective, the 43-inch UJ6300 has a plastic muted gray frame, with barely thicker borders which do not genuinely appear like they're too thick way to the tapered edge. So LG has succeeded with their purpose to make sure that you'll have an undistracted view. At the back, you can be aware that this TV looks like maximum of the TVs in the marketplace, since there are the VESA holes as well as the inputs. At the same time as at the lowest, there are 2 toes positioned on every side which assist the cabinet, and they do their task absolutely pleasant. For your records, the TV's inputs encompass 3 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, a digital optical audio out, 1 thing input, single composite input, a tuner, and an Ethernet port. So for the fee you pay you may be extra than blanketed. Now, let's speak approximately the functions. The LG UJ6300 uses many technologies, but the really worth which can be neglected is the active HDR, so that it will deliver you a scene-by-scene optimization, so you might be capable of see brighter whites and darker blacks. In addition, the true color accuracy is commonly targeted to ensure that the shade accuracy will usually be set to the best level, at the same time as correcting the color shiftings. And since this TV uses the IPS technology, it way that you'll see vibrant visuals from wide viewing angles. Moving on, this model is powered via the WebOS 3.5, which is quite cool because you'll be given and get admission to more than 70 loose internet channels or other streaming services which include Netflix, with none trouble. Finally, I like to tell you that the LG UJ6300 has a native refresh rate of 60 Hz, which is still fulfilling, for the reason that this TV is extremely low cost overall. In case you is seeking out a finances TV that is successful sufficient to compete with maximum of the mid-range price TVs, then the LG UJ6300 would be your desire. And finally at number 1 we have LG Electronics 55PUE UJ7700. The LG UJ7700 is a first-rate and dependable 4K smart LED TV that belongs to the mid-range class. So in case you need to put money into such TV, wait and hear why is this TV for you. From a layout attitude, the 55-inch UJ7700 looks clearly handsome, especially with its accented edges that makes the visuals like they pop up from the display screen. On each aspect of the lowest, there are its angular feet which percentage the equal finish as the TV itself, and they may be sturdy sufficient to make sure that the TV will sit constant on one-of-a-kind surfaces. However, you can mount the TV in your wall in case you like to, due to the truth that this unit is VESA well matched, so you will constantly have a secure view of the content which you are watching in that specific second. The connectivities encompass 4 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, an RF emitter, composite input, optical input, an Ethernet port, a digital optical audio emitter, and an RS-232C mini jack that's genuinely excellent. But now, communicate about the overall performance. This specific model has a refresh fee of 60 Hz that's at the equal time anticipated, due to the fact maximum of the mid-range price TVs do share those specifications. To be greater unique, users claim that this unit does not produce a significant blur during the quick motion scenes, so I suppose that you'll feel that once you switch it on with the intention to begin watching your preferred films. But what makes this TV differs from the other is it packs a complete array LED backlighting and local dimming, which play a critical position to the overall performance, due to the fact their task is to dramatically enhance the visible nice, so the colors you notice will be colorful as well. Dozens of details might be discovered. Moreover, LG UJ7700 is powered by using the WebOS 3.5, which packs dozens of interesting features that will make your film and collection sessions loads greater exciting. So as you could see, this TV is indeed first-rate to finish. The LG Electronics UJ7700 is worthy of thinking about, as it plays quite properly, whilst we evaluate it with its value. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the next episode. And if you have any questions related to this TV, you can leave a comment down below. I will hit you up as soon as I can.